I must admit, we're loving the living space, but we're both actually missing the van. I think, you know, the van is home. Hey. So we've been in the static caravan for, what day is it? I don't even know what day it is anymore. Is it like Wednesday or something? So we've been in it just over half the week that we're going to be in it for. This is the first time, literally we've been full time for nearly 2 years now. So this is the first time that we've actually stayed in something that isn't the van. I know I've been home a couple of times, last year in the summer for a couple of appointments and things, but that was just me going back on my own. So yeah, this is the first time that all of us have actually moved fully back, you know, out of a van and into something that sort of resembles a house, but not bricks, as John pointed out. So yeah, I must admit, we're loving the living space. The living space is obviously amazing, you know, on the sofa, and we really enjoyed the kind of open kitchen and lounge, and we've got the dinette that I've been working at, which has been really nice. It's quite a nice little setup there. But in terms of everything else, I think obviously the slightly bigger bathroom has been lovely, but the shower's not that much bigger than ours really, because it's like a sort of funny shape. The flushing toilets, that goes without saying, amazing. Yeah, so it's not been, you know, a revelation. It's made us realise that yes, it's lovely, because as you can see the weather's nice, so it's absolutely beautiful to just have this extra living space, especially for me, because John, you know, when John is out sort of helping out you know, on jobs and stuff, it's been nice for me to have the extra living space because I can potter around and, you know, do whatever. But we're both actually missing the van. I think, you know, the van is home and we're actually missing it. And as I film this during the week, the van should have actually already been back on its way to us, but it's not. It's actually ended up being in for potentially another day or two. So we're either going to have to extend our stay here if it doesn't come back, or, well, that's what we'll have to do. We'll have no other option. With no van and a slightly extended stay, our time in the static went by in a pretty similar fashion each evening. You can see a pattern forming here, right? It's amazing how quickly we slipped into our old house routine. Personally, I blame the huge sofa, but we just wanted to make the absolute most of all the space and the creature comforts. The gills! We've had requests to feature them more. It's been made quite clear to us that's why people are really here. We're happy to oblige, so here you go. Here's a minute of uninterrupted kitty content. Look who's just pulled up outside! Our house is back, our home is back. Woohoo! Oh, I'm so happy to see it. I was really missing it. Oh, are you waiting to go out and see the van? Are you? Have you missed it? So have we, darling, so have we. You waiting to go out and see it? Right, let's nip out and see. We have missed you. Empty. Right, I can't wait to get in and have a clean. I think the first things first, I'm going to tackle those the goppy mats. And then get started on the back. So this is one of those jobs that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and it's really good to have the space to do it, because obviously, as some of you may notice, like some people ask why we have covers on the dash. So it's because obviously the girls love the dashboard, that's their own personal chaise longue. So we have the covers on there to make it a bit more comfortable for them, obviously rather than just hard plastic. So yeah, but I've been wanting to get the 2 blankets laid out and actually cleaned properly for ages. So this is one good bonus of having all this space to do jobs like this that in the winter you can't really do, because you can't really get outside and lay stuff out. So another job I want to do is grab the mat out the front, the actual like one that goes in the Fiat cab, and clean that, because it's just disgusting. So like I did with the girls' blankets, I'm going to try and clean this up, because let's be honest, who honestly puts a beige mat in a motorhome? Really? That's the reason we don't have carpets in the motorhome, because all the carpets that come with it are that colour. That ain't going to work for us. So all the fun tasks like this. But look at Millie, since I cleaned her other blanket and got it ready to go back into the van, look at her. She recognises her little blanket. Cute. There or thereabouts. I think we're pretty much done now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, obviously the last few bits of moving in, but it's time to get the beasts back in.
Most important object.
Yeah. Which one are you going to do first?
Do you want to go in, Tiddles? You want to go back home?
To Daddy.
Is it home time?
Do you want to go in? Do you want to go back home?
Is it home time?
Yes, Daddy, it's home time. I would like to go back.
Time?
Orion.
Hello, Tidda. You home? Oh, straight in the garage. Oh, here comes another one. Hello, Mimi. Hello, baby. All your stuff's in here, Bubba. It smells like you. This is why we sort of chose this model that had the garage with the door that goes through, because then that's like their perfect, you know, their perfect bolt hole. So when they're a little bit apprehensive or, you know, a little bit nervous about anything, they've got that space to go to. I think he's just bringing in Rue, but Rue needs to be brought in a box, because you can't pick Rosie up. Rue's in the box. Here she is, Rosie Rue. The only time you can ever like pick her up or cuddle her is at the vet's. Oh, there she goes, straight in her.
Watch out, Tiddles.
Tiddles, watch out, darling.
Tiddles, come out of my way.
So that's it, so they're all hiding in the garage. I mean, they'll be fine, won't they? Probably in like by tonight, I reckon. And that's it. We're officially home. Now we've got to clean that static actually. So go back in and do that. I'll probably have one last cheeky shower while I'm in there. She's settled now. They're all settled now.
Yeah, that's it. We're all back in the van.
Back in the van.
Feels nice.
It does. You were saying earlier how much you missed it and how nice it.
Excuse me.
Excuse you. How nice it feels, because you're back in a small space of all the hair.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, no, we spent our van was 2 days late coming back. I can't remember if I mentioned it already, because it needed a repair, didn't it?
Yeah.
But it's all done, passed its MOT. So we extended the caravan for a day, and then it was a bit of a rush over the weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, not a rush, but it was a bit of a rush to do everything we wanted to do, get it cleaned in here, thin some things out, move back in.
No.
Whoa.
Is that Rue? Come here.
Well,
Is that the way
clever.
the camera?
That's clever. You put her there. Yeah, sorry, I don't know if you can see. The lighting's probably not very good actually, because it is obviously dark now. But we just thought we'd film a little bit at the end, because I think we're gonna probably get ready for bed and do something rock and roll, like have an early night. all happy to be back. Happy to be back in our little van, in our little space, and on our mattress. I'll take that as a yes.